Good morning. Welcome to the Prospector Morning Coffee number 3. Today we've got a couple of good things to go over with you. And first off is an email. And second, we're going to look at a couple LinkedIn ads and their design / call to action. But let's start off with this email. So the subject line in its essence was even lowercase. It's just a quick question. Now, we've seen a lot of these subject line type emails, prospecting emails come through. Quick question. Okay, well, is that really something that is separating you from your competition? Is that really going to break the mold? Well, yes and no. Yes, because it looks like it's an authentic type email, something that was just quickly drafted and sent to you. But obviously it's probably produced on a larger scale. So it does have that essence where it does kind of make it look a little bit more personal, but it's also slightly unprofessional in that it's a quick question. Well, okay, what's that quick question? Oh, you want to sell me something. All right, well, how is that really going to help? So you have some things capitalized, something that's not. So it's kind of conflicting. So this one, it's, hey John, would adding 5+ sales ready leads to your calendar every month on a performance basis be worth exploring to you? So you are establishing your value. You are kind of posing that question, that maybe that planting that seed of, hey, it would be great to kind of generate those new leads. Is this something worthwhile that I want to investigate? It's also fantastic that it is short and simple to the point. Get a lot of emails, we get a lot of templates that come through that are basically long drafted, huge content based, and I just don't think that is something that is going to be worthwhile for somebody to sit there and read and digest. Other brands that we've seen on sort of a B2C level, they write out more or less books about their type of services and additionally like the types of products that they're selling. And the fact that we continually get them on a day-to-day basis, that just proves that they have honed in on their specific customer base. That is the type of information that they're looking for. So you got to take in consideration of what is your custom audience, what they're looking for, and how you've got your funnel set up. Is it something that is working, that isn't working? What sort of open rate are you getting? And then looking at the additional call to action and response rate from that. So as you start working your way down, you'll be able to hone in what's working, what's not working. So let's go ahead and move on to our LinkedIn ads review. So pulled 3 random ads just the other day, scrolling through LinkedIn on actually desktop. These are also visually mobile, but one thing that jumped out is professional blue. You've got these two bookends here that they're highlighting that blue, and that is kind of like a standard larger business is that they are looking to be more friendly, and blue is associated with friendly. But there are some things about these ads that are beneficial and that work, but there are some that just don't quite make it there. So the first one thing that you always want to consider when you're designing digitally is your legibility, and does this particularly work? The yellow on the blue, I would say you would probably want to kind of adjust those colors. You've got a lot going on with the imagery, the pattern, the gradient, all in the background, and it may be worthwhile simplifying that imagery, but I'm sure this went through a lot of design rounds to actually get approved and moved into application. So it does read. It does provide a lot of information. It's got a clear call to action. The one thing that you see within the ad and also on the call to action is that you're being consistent with your apply now. So that's good. The one thing that I think that does get kind of lost is that button underneath the actual ad. Obviously, if you clicked on the image, it would boost you out and you would apply there. But The apply now button here within the actual ad is going to keep you probably within LinkedIn, and we haven't tested that yet. But moving on to Design Pickle, this is something that's very clean, concise. You know exactly what you're looking for. You're getting a guide, and basically download that. Obviously, you're going to have to provide some details because no transaction is free, but clear, concise, and this is one that more or less it does kind of pop through the norm. I mean, obviously within this comparison it is popping out because you got blue versus sort of that teal green, and it's a lot more bold. There's less going on. Your attention is focused directly in the center. The far right hand side, we got, obviously this is speaking specifically to CTOs and security. So looking into your targeting and how you're going about focusing on your ads, it's good to understand who you're targeting and so that it doesn't get lost. SOC was an acronym that we had to sort of do a little research on so we didn't look like buffoons when we were talking about it, but it makes sense. So I mean, this service is providing something that is specific that to the general population it may be a little difficult. So I mean, from the ad you're obviously getting a great call to action. Check it out, learn more. A little conflicting there, but you're doing also a good preview of the application and the product on the inside. So clear branding, everything is coming through. So if you like this type of information, if you're looking for some guides, head on over to the prospector.io and sign up. We do templates. We also do reviews. We provide a lot of great content. As you can see, for our basic membership, it's only $3.25. That's the same cost, depending on your market, for a Starbucks venti coffee. It doesn't get any better than that, people. It doesn't get any better than that. So head on over to the prospector.io. Take a look at our templates. Morning coffee. Try to get that out every day. And whenever you get the chance, if you love this, subscribe to our YouTube or on Rumble. And you can find us on Facebook, like us, share us, add a comment below. We want to hear from you. Good luck prospecting, people. We want your marketing campaigns to succeed.